Super Bowls are supposed to be controversial, entertaining, dramatic, intense, moments where players become more than just players, but become icons of the sport they play and love. And Super Bowl 47 was indeed that. The Baltimore Ravens defeating the San Francisco 49ers 34-31, but this game easily could have been a blowout as the Baltimore Ravens were looking to just destroy the 49ers early in this game. Joe Flacco in the first half got 3 touchdowns, and they were just walking away with this football game. And to open the second half, to get a 108-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and it looked as if the Baltimore Ravens were going to win this football game with ease, until fate had intervened and took out half the power of the Superdome. This power outage lasted over half an hour, and it really just destroyed the momentum of the Baltimore Ravens. And the San Francisco 49ers had a chance to rise and get their revenge. Through the entire first half, they only scored 6 points. They were down 22 points after the huge kickoff return run in the second half. Facing third and long, the power went out, and it looked like the 49ers had a chance to finally stop these Baltimore Ravens, stop the momentum, and to get back in this game. And that's exactly what they did. Within 5 minutes, they were able to score on 3 consecutive drives and to get the score within to get in with one score. And this definitely put a lot of pressure on the Baltimore Ravens. And the San Francisco 49ers were really putting the pedal to the metal. Kaepernick really stepped up his game, getting a rushing touchdown, the longest ever rushing touchdown by a quarterback in Super Bowl history. Really became a hero for the San Francisco 49ers. But ultimately, the San Francisco 49ers, they just didn't have enough gas in the tank near the end of the game. They really dug themselves into a deep hole after the Ravens got 3 touchdowns in the first half alone, and they just didn't have a big enough shovel to come back and win this game. So now the question is, why did the Baltimore Ravens win? It's easy. Joe Flacco. He was just a beast in this Super Bowl. He was deadly accurate. He was able to get points up on the scoreboard very quickly and to lead this team just to make him one of the best offenses I've ever seen in any Super Bowl. Now you gotta ask, why did the San Francisco 49ers lose? 2 reasons: penalties and time management. First of all, to start the game with an illegal formation penalty from the 49ers, it really kind of sets in that it kind of gets in their head a bit, and to go 3 and out after that, it really slows them down. It destroys their confidence, and that seemed to carry on well throughout the entire first half, when they only scored on 2 field goals, only getting 6 points. And near the end of the game, having a pass interference call on 3rd and 9 was just a terrible, terrible penalty for the 49ers, putting the Baltimore Ravens into scoring range. It definitely was a moment where the 49ers could not come back and stop the Baltimore Ravens. Then you have time management, where in the second half, you see that 2 timeouts were wasted. One was wasted because of poor communication. Somebody did not know the plays. They had to call a timeout because nobody knew exactly what to do. And then you had late in the fourth quarter where a delay of game was almost there, but the coach of the 49ers was able to call a timeout. So 2 timeouts were wasted pretty much for no reason. If you could have better communication and to keep your eye on the time clock, they could have had 2 more timeouts, and instead of facing a kickoff return with 4 seconds left, they easily could have had 30 seconds, 45 seconds, even a minute left in the game to get a chance to get back downfield and to get a touchdown to win the game. Unfortunately, because of wasting those 2 timeouts, the San Francisco 49ers were not able to control the game clock and able to get back down the field to score a game-winning touchdown. But saying that, Kaepernick really did a great job as quarterback for the 49ers. The first half really was rough for him, but in the second half, he really stepped up. And as I see it, he really became a hero in defeat for the 49ers. He's more than earned his right to be the franchise quarterback for the 49ers 49ers for years to come. He really gave it his all. The 49ers and Kaepernick really fought to the very end, and that's what Super Bowl is supposed to be about. Never giving up and going down to the wire, to go down to the very last play. But even after all that, the Baltimore Ravens defeat the 49ers 34-31. Ray Lewis ends up at the top of his career, retiring with a Super Bowl win, having 2 in all. Joe Flacco finally getting a Super Bowl ring after 5 years of getting into the playoffs with the Ravens and finally becoming a Super Bowl champion. Most likely we'll be seeing a huge contract extension in the next few weeks here. The young wonder kid, Kaepernick, really did try his hardest, but like I said, although he lost, he really was a hero in defeat. And Randy Moss, wide receiver for the 49ers, on his second time going to the Super Bowl, has lost it again. Once just trying to get that elusive Super Bowl ring, was not able to pull it off. He says he wants one more year, and I have to be honest, this may have been his last chance to get a Super Bowl ring. Although he may have one more chance because the 49ers are an elite football team, time is running out for Randy Moss. But all in all, this was a great Super Bowl. It was very entertaining, very controversial at times because of some plays, and especially during the power outage. But ultimately, this game lived up to Super Bowl hype. But last but not least, what was my favorite commercial for the Super Bowl? Though there were a lot of them that made me laugh, made me smile. I liked the one where the Rock trying to get milk for the kids. That made me laugh. He was cute and all. But ultimately, I would have to say my favorite commercial was the Paul Harvey Dodge Ram pickup commercial about his speech about God creating a farmer on the 8th day, and the tools they need, with that being the truck, in order to do their job. It was definitely cool just to hear his voice again, and just to see just whenever he spoke on his radio show, you could not help but just listen to the man. The man had a way of saying things that just stuck, and that was my favorite commercial of the night. So guys, what did you think? Was this Super Bowl as great for you as it was for me? What was your favorite commercial? Let me know in the comment section below. But all in all, a great Super Bowl. Went down to the wire. Both teams, it was shown why they became conference champions. Both brothers showed why they are the best coaches of this year and led their teams to become NFC and AFC champions. But only one team could become Super Bowl champions, and those are the Baltimore Ravens. They are your Super Bowl 47 champions.